there was something else that I wanted to say. Oh, no, it's completely gone. This video is going to be a little bit different just since I want to talk about body image and self-esteem and all of that when you are sick and covered in tons of scars, because I know this is a problem for a lot of people, at least a lot of people that I have known and met, and I think it's related to something bigger, you know. I mean, we could talk about how we feel ashamed of scars or how we think they make us look ugly, but really what it is it's a deeper problem about what it means to really be beautiful, and that's something that everybody has to face, not just people who have scars all over them. For me, I've never really had very many body image issues. Growing up, my body was always on the edge of dying, and so I didn't have much time to worry about what it was that I looked like, you know what I mean? And I think in a way that saved me from a lot of shame and a lot of self-hatred, because I could never afford to look pretty. I was always going under surgeries and, you know, and being sick and pale and covered in scars, and I don't know, something about living your life with your body not working properly makes you appreciate it so much. Like for me, every time I look at my body, I'm just like, holy shit, how are you still alive? My whole chest, I have a bunch of scars. It looks like someone just like drew a bunch of like random lines. Like I have one that splits my whole stomach in half, and then I have a scar going straight down, and then I have a G-tube, which is literally like a button sticking out of a giant hole in my stomach. Sexy as there. Sorry. And then I have portacath up here, and then one here, and then one here, and you know, I'm covered. But every time I look at myself, I don't think, God, you look ugly. I think, wow, how the hell has my body survived all of this? And I'm blessed to have that outlook and to never have worried about that. And I don't think that that's necessarily me being a great human being. I think that that's the way that I was raised. And a lot of us are not so lucky. A lot of us are raised to put all of our self-worth in our beauty and in what we look like. And by doing that, any kind of imperfection or anything that isn't normal is seen as an obstacle to you being beautiful, you know, or something you need to overcome, or something you need to change or put makeup on, or you know what I mean? And I think that a simple shift in looking at our bodies can really change that, where they're not here to be beautiful. Our bodies aren't here to, you know, to look a certain way for anybody else. They're here to be a piece of art, to keep us going, to show everything that we've done, everything that we've been through. They are like our canvases in a way, and as we go through life, you get paint splattered on them, and you get markings, and you get cut up, and you get torn, and you get sewn back together. They are art, and art is not meant to be pretty. Art is not meant to be pleasing to the eye all the time. It's meant to make you think, it's meant to make you feel, and that's exactly what your body does. Without your body, we wouldn't feel anything. Like, think about being afraid, right? Or being scared or happy. What is it that you feel when you're happy or scared or sad? It's all in your body. You feel your heart race. You feel your stomach has butterflies. You know, you get cold hands or clammy hands or whatnot. Everything we feel is in our body. Everything that we are emotionally and physically in our past and our future, it's all tied to this. To flesh, to molecules all tied together. And no matter how many times you get cut up or how many markings you have on it, it's not going to make it any less amazing. If anything, it's going to make it more amazing. I mean, everyone who's scarred up or in wheelchairs, who've lost limbs, or whose faces don't fit the mold, cool. Use that as something to make you stronger and more amazing. And for everyone who is sick, I hope that we all realize that it's a miracle we're still here. It's a miracle that this body still breathes, you know, and moves, and that you can still feel it and you can still use it in some way or another. That is incredible, and don't forget that. I mean, that's kind of all I have to say on the matter. That was kind of a rant.